The DOJ released a video that at first everybody said they couldn't find a video of Cassie Ventura being beaten. They couldn't find it. It didn't exist. You saw one clip, and then you saw DOJ release another clip to the news. So the DOJ had that clip to begin with. So the people who are telling you that they don't have the Epstein file, they're full of shit. What other way do you want me to explain that? They're lying to you. The ones that are telling you, Pam Bondi, that she only had a little bit, it is bullshit. Bullshit. Because they told you the same thing. And now you're seeing it with the Sean Combs case. About him beating the hell out of females. I knew about the parties going on with multiple people, so it wasn't just Sean Combs. I knew about all of that, but I left early. So guilty. How many people did you hear say about Cassie Ventura that I knew that she was being abused? I knew that it was wrong. I knew what he was doing. The case that is on right now that you guys are seeing is out of New York City. Anywhere. Whoever tried just got painted a target on it. And whoever lied was exposed. I am grateful for the amount of people.
Ally Carter is finally out of hiding, and she's coming in hot, dropping bombshells about a $50 million bribe Diddy allegedly paid to wipe his RICO charge clean. And baby, the justice system, it's looking way shadier than we ever imagined. Word is, Diddy has been secretly funneling payments to jurors' families, cleverly disguised as charity donations through a church. And get this, the Kardashians might even be tied up in this mess, helping him pull the strings. Now, this isn't Diddy's first rodeo with hush money scandals, but Ally swears this one takes the cake. She's not letting him slide without spilling every last drop of tea. Remember when Diddy first got arrested? This is the exact same playbook he allegedly used to keep witnesses and victims from speaking out. And now, it looks like he's running it back this time to sway the jurors. Sure, the jurors had to give him some guilty verdicts, otherwise, it would have been way too obvious. But that RICO charge? Poof, gone. That was the biggest threat in the entire case, and they wiped it clean. Here's where it gets wilder. Diddy's bribery antics actually came to light a while back during investigations into the Kardashians. Remember when Kris Jenner got dragged for starting the California Community Church, where members reportedly pay $1,000 monthly plus over 10% of their earnings as tithes? At first, folks thought Kris was scheming for a tax write-off, but now it's being said this wasn't just about dodging taxes. The church allegedly became a secret channel to pay off victims of powerful celebs, Diddy included. Even Hollywood power player Lou Taylor, who once managed Diddy, Justin, and the Kardashians, is reportedly tied to this. As a board member at the church, she's been accused of helping to funnel massive donations from Diddy. On paper, it's charity, but in reality, Ally claims it's hush money being quietly slipped to victims.
Y'all, 24 hours before the raid, Kim Kardashian decides to unfollow Diddy, right? Well, come to find out, this person by the name of Lou Taylor is apparently Diddy's manager. And this Lou Taylor woman is also on the board of Hillsong's church home. Follow me, go with me. They are doing all of this, child, in the name of the Lord. Just follow the story. Now, to cover myself, everything in this video is a legend, honey. This is what I digged up, and I don't know how much truth is to it, but there's reportings, okay? So everything that I'm saying is allegedly. Keep that in mind. So, Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through some church fund, okay? Not only that, Kim Kardashian mama has been making these girls pay 10% tithes to some church that Lou Taylor and her husband is basically owner, co-owner, or whatever. So I was like, let me look into this Lou Taylor person. I'm thinking Lou Taylor was a guy who was a woman with a husband, whole husband. And they doing ministry and everything. Now, mind you, y'all remember the whole thing with Britney Spears? So come to find out, Lou Taylor, this gets deep, y'all, hold on. Okay, so Lou Taylor is the CEO of TriStar Sports and Entertainment. She's like a business manager icon. Now, Mike, do y'all know the Lohans? What's the Lindsay Lohan? So she apparently, allegedly, she has been behind most of these stars' conservatorship situations, especially Britney Spears. So before before we talk about Brittany, Mike Lohan, which is the Lohan girl, Lindsay Lohan's daddy, accused Lou Taylor and the mama Dina Lohan for trying to put Lindsay Lohan in a conservatorship concerning her money. Also, allegedly, there's a lawsuit from 2021 with Astroworld tragedy, and she's being sued for employment discrimination. This is what this Lou lady is. Now, Lou Associates maintain intense control also over Britney Spears' life and money. And she was behind even the conservatorship of why Britney Spears had that conservatorship, because she ended up becoming the business manager and took over the financial pieces of Britney Spears' whole situation.
Well, according to Ally, this isn't just speculation. She claims it's the same exact strategy Diddy used to allegedly bribe jurors into siding with him. But she didn't stop there. She came hard for the prosecutors too, dragging them for never bringing up the children Diddy allegedly harmed. Ally revealed she was almost added to the witness list. But the moment they realized she planned to expose what Diddy allegedly did to minors, boom, she was cut. And not just her, hundreds of other witnesses who were ready to testify about the vile things they saw were also silenced. This wasn't just about adults coming forward. According to Ally, there were heartbreaking accounts of Diddy's alleged misconduct involving kids, and yet prosecutors never touched that part of the case.
Is on the case. And I don't know if they even got through all of those witnesses, but Maureen Comey is the prosecutor of this case, on this case in New York City. And she never asked about the children. And, you know, there's so many people who wanted me to be a witness.
She also went off on people like Little Boo CZ and Funk Flex, who have been harassing Cassie and telling her to stop. People are out here defending Diddy, saying he has kids who are standing by him. But Ally didn't hold back. She clapped back, reminding everyone that Diddy himself preyed on others when they were kids too. Ally revealed she was only 15 when Diddy allegedly assaulted her at his LA mansion. And let's not forget Cassie was just 19 when he started courting her. They were barely adults, yet no one seemed to care about the damage he caused back then. Now suddenly, the world is supposed to prioritize the mental health of his kids, while ignoring the pain and trauma of the ones he allegedly hurt. Ally called out the hypocrisy and said it's time for accountability, no matter who gets uncomfortable.
Pedophiles, they keep calling Sean Combs' children, his twin daughter and his other daughter, you with me still? Yes? Okay. They keep calling them kids. The twins and the daughter is kids. They don't need to be in the case because they're kids. Cassie Ventura was not called a child. Everybody tore that woman apart because they saw a pregnant grown woman sitting on that trial telling her story that everybody covered up as she was 19 years old. People are addressing Sean Combs' kids as kids, but they won't address Cassie as a kid when this happened to her. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was 15 years old when I had dealings with Sean Combs. She was 19. You get me? Okay? We're not talking about the other children that were on this case. Now, as you guys are saying, I told you, the justice system is rigged. I don't know how many ways people need to say that, see it for themselves, research it, dig on it, and not understand that the justice system is rigged. And we've been saying that since the beginning. We went through court cases. We went through private investigators. This is how we have the insurance and the documents and the things and the receipts that we have, because we have been through this so many times before, where the victim is the one who gets the most tail and the predators walk. The amount of people that you see, I want you to stop and think about how many people were enabling this.
Ally didn't hold back. She straight up accused the prosecutors of helping Diddy skate past those charges. According to her, this was never about putting him behind bars. Nope. She called it a humiliation ritual, a setup designed to publicly embarrass him. And once that spectacle was over, they allegedly went right back to covering up for him. Ally even claimed the feds knew about Diddy's dirty deeds as far back as the 2000s, but chose to look the other way, letting him continue unchecked until Cassie's lawsuit blew the lid off everything. That lawsuit wasn't just about Diddy. It exposed cracks in the system and made the authorities look bad. So, to save face, they turned on Diddy not out of justice, but to mask their own corruption. And it gets darker. Ally said there were plenty of people who knew exactly what Diddy was doing but kept their mouths shut. Why? Because they were all getting paid. From hotel staff cleaning up after his freak-off parties to managers erasing CCTV footage to bodyguards allegedly blowing up cars and kidnapping people, everyone had a price. Even the DA reportedly tried to deny Diddy's illegal activities until lawsuits started flooding in. So many people could have stopped him, Ally said. But instead, they cashed their checks and looked the other way.
The DOJ released a video that at first everybody said they couldn't find a video of Cassie Ventura being... They couldn't find it. It didn't exist. You saw one clip, and then you saw DOJ release another clip to the news. So the DOJ had that clip to begin with. So the people who are telling you that they don't have the Epstein file, they're full of shit. What other way do you want me to explain that? They're lying to you. The ones that are telling you, Pam Bondi, that she only had a little bit, it's bullshit. Bullshit. Because they told you the same thing, and now you're seeing it with the Sean Combs case. They told you they just had a little bit of a video, and then it got released. That's on the DOJ. They lied to you. They told you that nothing happened, that this man, Sean Combs, was just this rap mogul that everybody loved. No, he couldn't have hurt nobody. He couldn't have did anything. And then all this stuff came out. Well, he did that. But yeah, he couldn't have did anything else. And then something else came out. Okay, well, maybe he did that too. But he couldn't have did anything else. And then something else comes out. How many people did you hear say, I left the party early? I knew about the abuse. I knew about children being there. I knew about him the hell out of females. I knew about the parties going on with multiple people, so it wasn't just Sean Combs. I knew about all of that, but I left early, so guilty. How many people did you hear say about Cassie Ventura that I knew that she was being I knew that she was wrong. I knew what he was doing, but I'm just now speaking about it. Guilty.
Coward.
How many maids did it take to clean up a penthouse suite? Know that there was blood and glass everywhere, but they kept their mouth shut because they got paid. Guilty. So we're not talking, let's go back down to the bottom. The hotel manager that you guys never seen his face at first of this hotel, he heard the beat. He heard the screaming. He knew what was going on. He knew that Sean Combs was in there. He knew that he had other girls with him. He knew what was going on. He had the footage. He talked to the security. That hotel manager is who took that footage from the security and said, okay, hand me some money or help me be quiet. I'm going to shut the hell up. You did not hear anything from that hotel manager until now. But they told you, that hotel manager, if you would have went back then, they would have told you, no, we don't know anything. Cover up. Guilty. The security that were on shift that night, that knew about this footage, that knew he dragged her down the hallway, that knew he kicked her in the back and all over the place. The hotel security that knew about that, they looked away. They got paid off. Guilty. How many ways now the FBI that have had all of this information for a really long time.
Ally admitted she nearly lost her sanity when she heard Diddy was getting off the hook. She had been trying so hard to heal from the trauma she endured at his hands, but the resurgence of this case pulled her right back into the nightmare.end. Her words, she completely broke down. She couldn't hold back the tears as the weight of it all came crashing down again.
Whoever tried just got painted a target on it, and whoever lied was exposed. I am grateful for the amount of people. I wanted to give a damn about somebody saying they love me just because they love me. I didn't want anybody they wanted me or my body or what they could do to me. I'm nobody's puppet. I'm nobody's toy. I'm nobody's punching bag anymore, and that's all I ever fucking wanted. Do you hear me? I have held my shit in. I've been a vault. I don't usually get upset. I try to just keep that shit going because what can I do? Nothing.
If you've been following Ally, you already know how fiercely protective she is of kids. This case wasn't just about Diddy's freedom, it was about innocent children who would never see justice. She revealed gut-wrenching claims about kids being stolen and sacrificed by Hollywood elites desperate to stay young forever. Ally alleged that she personally witnessed children chained up, forced into horrific rituals in the industry. Most of those kids, she said, didn't survive. And the few who did, they were never the same again.
But right now, I think a lot of people are not ready for
someone to tell you that there are 3-4-year-olds that people take pride in sticking bars of children. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people tie 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old children to horse stables and have horses and dogs raise them, and then they get off on that. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people hang children upside down in satanic ritual abuse meetings, and they literally hang them. Literally, by metal prongs, they hang them to get blood dripping out of them, and people go up under and like you're under a rainfall to take their blood. There are situations that I don't think people are ready for. We're not touching the seriousness of trafficking. Like, the videos that I've made, the videos that I've started to make, this is not even touching. This is the gist of it, and I think so many people are quick to raise a sign and say adrenochrome, but you don't know what it means, and you don't know why it's such a thing, why it's such a strong thing in trafficking, and what makes it so strong. What, you know that they're drinking children's blood, but you don't know what they're doing to those children to make their blood strong enough to cause something to flip your system in order to keep you in the fountain of youth. No one believes that because it sounds like an unreal horror Disney movie that someone wrote. You know what I'm saying?
Those young kids were taken into these parties without any guardians or responsible adults around, left vulnerable in situations no child should ever face. It's heartbreaking to think about how deeply such experiences may have affected them. Even today, Ally revealed an even more disturbing detail. She claimed that some of Diddy's associates allegedly targeted young boys with cruel intentions. According to her, these kids were purposely given food that upset their stomachs, leaving them sick during these gatherings, and shockingly, Ally alleged that what followed was filmed, further adding to the trauma those children endured. It's painful to imagine, but Ally insists these events were covered up by people who should have protected them.
Watching an episode called Pig Night, when I went, they tried to feed us, and I remember it because when
Pig
you
night.
have to do
Say what?
orders, jobs like that, you don't eat. You're not allowed to eat. You actually have to starve yourself, because when you have to do those type of jobs, you can't eat because you will throw up.
Really?
If you are doing, or if you are a guy doing it, you will shit everywhere.
Oh boy.
When this happens, your parents will get mad at you. Really mad at you. And if that is a fetish for someone, they use that to their advantage. So if you throw up on someone, you will have to eat it. If you someone, you will have to.
Now, while there's no confirmed evidence yet proving the jurors were bribed or that the FBI was involved, many people are taking Ally's words seriously. Conversations are growing online, and people are starting to question what's really going on behind the scenes. One person even shared, "I am praying for all the children to be protected, delivered, saved, and healed. God has put them on my heart to pray constantly. I hear on the news and social media that many are being found. Praise the Lord. I also pray for the protection and healing for you and your family." Another person said, "Ailey Carter's words have gradually reached more people since she started speaking out. Her campaign is working. Patience and persistence will continue to pay off. But now I want to hear from you. What's your take on all this? Do you think Diddy really paid off the jurors? And could it be that Ally Carter was kept from testifying because her story might have completely shifted the case in a direction the prosecutors weren't ready for? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading them all. And don't forget to click here to check out another jaw-dropping story you won't want to miss.